but I don't want to wander. So we're actually going to just kind of seek them out. Where did you guys go? Oh, I see a log down there, though. You see the flashing down there. So I did lose a log down in that direction. Okay, I am not seeing them. So maybe they decided to wander off, but I'm going to go ahead and push forward. Let's go ahead and head in this direction. Oh, I think I just heard water. Yeah, I heard water. They could be down there. But sometimes the water sound triggers regardless, even when there's nothing going on. Okay, I'm going to go down. We're going to be brave. We're going to be brave about this. I want to know what's going on. Actually, I have multiple logs down here. 2 here, and I even see a third one. They really rolled down here. Nobody behind me? Alright. Let's go. Be brave, Weem. Be brave. Okay, no activity. Whew. I suppose I should be more scared. I don't know where they are, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and leave them. Leave them be. I'm assuming they went down there, and we're going to go ahead and head back. Let's go ahead and take a log while we're here. Might as well. If I could take 2, I would. Try to sprint up here real quick. Anybody? Anybody? Okay, well, I gathered a couple more of the logs that were down there, brought them up, stored them away right over there, and I also brought in a 3rd and a 4th rabbit. So just so I'm remembering correctly, I've got 4 in here. None of them, there's been no breeding yet. These are the 4 I've actually put in myself. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave it at 4 at this point. The rest that I gather, I'm going to gather as food so that we can see if these guys actually breed. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and rest and sleep through the night because it is, as you can see, getting quite dark. Okay, once again, we're faced with another morning, but this morning has me very, very happy indeed because I came home today to start the game and it said there was an update and loaded games may not work. So, as you can imagine, I was a little bit nervous coming into the game today. But anyway, here we are. We're back once again, and everything seems to be cool. Let's see. So I want to get to building a bit more, I think, of the walls and everything. We do have enough wood over there, so I want to kind of keep this going. Let's take a cursory glance around really quick and just make sure there doesn't happen to be anybody nearby since we had the little incident yesterday morning. Or yesterday. So anyway, I'm not seeing any movement or anything. So let's go ahead and get this thing plotted out. I think what we want to do is drop another wall over here. Now I'm actually kind of thinking about doing a wall that's got a window in it. I think that might be cool. It uses the same number of logs. And that way I can kind of get a look over at this angle. Something like this might work. Let's see. Where's that tree? Maybe we rotate it a little bit more. And try to get it as close as we can. Try to budge this, something like that. It's probably good enough. Let's go ahead and set it down and see. Yeah, there we go. And then, doesn't quite clip that tree the way I want it to. I'd like to get it right on it, so that there's no shimmying these guys can do. Let's see. I think that's going to now stick out too far the other way. That's no good. Something. It'd be nice if you could put this down and then kind of move it once it's placed. But I think that might be a little bit better. Let's try that. Right up against there. I think that's good. And that's probably good enough. I guess we're not going to get a whole lot better unless we really angle it more, but that's probably fine. So let's go ahead and squeeze through the trees here, and well, this is pretty easy. And it looks like we're going to have just enough, actually. I thought I maybe had 4, but there we go. Now we've got one with a window in there. Now, can we squeeze through here? No. That's excellent. Definitely like that. Now, one thing I do have to... Oh, boy. Yes, the thunder startled me. One thing I have to watch out for is I actually swung my axe at a wall one time, and it was like a one-hit thing, and it just crumbled. And the logs that fell to the ground, I couldn't pick them back up. They were there, but they were, you know, I wasn't able to actually pick them up. So anyway, definitely something to kind of keep in mind. Looks like our trap is down. Let's check this real quick. So we have another rabbit. Now, like I said, we're going to try and keep this to the 4 in the trap, in the cage, so I can see if they actually kind of sprout new ones. So we're just going to go ahead and drop this guy. And we'll string him up. Yeah, something like that. So we got all kinds of food here. Excellent. Quite good. So, oh yeah, we have to reset the trap here. So what I want to do today is I want to actually look through and see what we might want to build next. Obviously, I could do some more walls and everything. I do want to close this in a bit, even if it's kind of open to, you know, this side or something, or we close that side last. But let's kind of bring this up, and I just want to jump back to the beginning here. So one of the things that might be nice is to get a fire pit going, longer lasting. That might be kind of cool. Granted, I don't use the fire that often, but anyway, that's something that we could do. There is a standing fire, and I believe that they don't like the light. Like, this could scare them off. I don't know if that's like the general purpose, but I think it lights up an area really well. So some of these would be really easy to make. 82 logs. I mean, I wouldn't mind having the cabin. That's the other thing. We could do a small cabin. 13. Huh, that one might not be bad. Although at this point, that's kind of what we've been making, right? So we could certainly try busting down a wall and seeing if this time we could pick up the wood. And if for some reason that happened to work, we could scoop it all up and then start putting it towards something like this. That would give us, if you get 1 for 1, which I think you do, it'd give us 15. So we could actually make the small cabin. Now, this treehouse, I actually did one game where I jumped in and just started chopping trees just so I could make a treehouse and see it. And I mentioned before it was hard to walk up the steps. I'm assuming it would be the same for the alpine treehouse, but I've not made one of those before. That's a lot of wood, though. Let's see. I haven't made the log sled. I'm actually really curious about that because I don't know what that is. We've got the log holder. I don't really know what the log sled is. Why don't we make that? Because it's 15 sticks. We got tons of those. I don't know if this just holds more logs or what. Probably? Huh. So I kind of want to put it over here where the other logs go, but we're going to end up kind of, you know, maybe doing another wall over there. So I think what we'll do is we might even just stick it right behind this wall. If I can walk through here. Excuse me. Rotate this around and just maybe just drop it, you know, right against this guy here. And I don't think I have a lot of sticks on me right now. Probably have to go pick some up. We have a bunch stored, but if I just kind of stand here a second, you know, we can kind of see them flash. And we have a ton of them around. I think over here we have more. Alrighty, well, I gathered the necessary sticks, made the log sled, and it turns out it's a movable log sled, so I can kind of bump it along. I don't know if there's a way you can actually, you know, pick it up and move it or anything like that. But the nice thing about this, I suppose, is you could push it over to an area and then an area where you're going to chop down trees. And then I assume once logs are in there, you can actually move them all together. So let's set this back up. I did pull another rabbit out of there. So many rabbits. So anyway, I'm not sure if there's an easier way to move it than just bumping into it. It seems like it would be a hassle trying to walk it through the woods. But I don't know. I suppose this isn't that big a deal. It moves pretty well. It'll get hung up on things, but I suppose it could be faster than running back and forth. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of bump this back over to here. Let that glide back into place. Another rabbit. Man, let's go ahead and grab this one. Seriously, I've just pulled like 3 out today already. So like I said, we're trying to keep the rabbits to 4 in here to see if they'll breed. But so far, it's a no-go. So anyway, what we've got is, I'm going to set this back up, but obviously we've got this log guy to move around. Now, I mentioned chopping down one of these walls to see if we get the logs. I'm still kind of tempted to do that. Let's see. This might be the easiest wall. These ones I had to finagle to get my corner, to get my angles on it, but let's see. We're going to go ahead. I think we're going to go ahead and bust this guy down. Whoa. So there's the logs, and you see there's no like icon, and I'm hitting E and I can't pick these up. So unfortunately, it just made a big mess, like it did for me last time. That's unfortunate. It might be that if I restart my game and come back again, that I will then be able to pick those up. It seems familiar, like maybe that's what happened to me last time. But anyway, I think we'll kind of leave it there for now and figure out what else we want to do, and I'll take care of that later. No one minds the mess. Okay, so we're jumping back into the book to see what else we might want to make. Obviously, we tried the log sled. That was fine. Defensive walls might be kind of cool. It is only one more... That was not good. That was not a good sound. Where are you? Whoop. Nope, that's a bird. I definitely... Ah, there she is. She's climbing trees by me. What are you doing here? I wonder if I could chop her tree down. Oh, boy. Let's see. We're fully armored. Everything. Whoop. Crap. I don't know where she went. Aha! You, this is my camp. Where are you going? You don't belong here. I think we're going to kind of hunt her down. Defensive mode. Go ahead, swing at me. Yeah, nice try. Oh, whoa! Block it, block it. Oh, no. Wait till she gets a hit. Wait till she gets a hit. One more, maybe? One. Okay, she keeps... Oh, there she did too. Nice. Yeah. That's what you get. She did smack our armor up a bit. Oh my gosh, she got back up. Oh man, I totally jumped there. Get back here. You can't get back up. Don't be backing away. Oh, yeah. We're going to have to really... Come on. There we go. Whoa, a little bit of a cloud there. Okay, we don't really need her teeth, but we'll scoop it. Whew. Okay. Definitely startled me, and we are quite bloody at this point. It does tell us once again to wash because of the infection. I suppose we could go down to the water and take care of that, but anyway, maybe I will do that. And we'll go check, because she kind of came, I think, from this direction. So I'm going to walk down to the water to wash off, and if I see anybody else, then we may have to defend our turf. Okay, I washed up, and while I was down there, I realized, oh, you know what? I should have pulled the bow out and tried to shoot her out of the tree. So I'm gonna have to try and remember that next time. But I did equip the bow on my way up here, just in case I ran across anybody on the way back. But looks like we're okay for now. So one of the things that I want to do, I realized on the way up, was I need to make some traps because we need to take some of these guys out as they're trying to approach. So that's something that we're definitely going to work on at some point. But also one of the things I wanted to note was I went back down to wash off, and down at the boat there was a new rope. It had replenished the rope down there. So we're going to have to maybe go down there from time to time and see what that's all about. See if we can, you know, get more rope. Hello, we got a little visitor here again. These guys startle me sometimes, just fly right into my face. But I'm going to look... Oh, we do. I was going to say, I'm going to look real quick and see if we have lizard skin. So, obviously our armor is down from that fight. So she took out about 3 lizards worth. She did 3 lizards of damage. But we have plenty of those around, a couple of those here. And then we've got a couple spots where we know there seem to be a number of them at least. I'm going to go ahead and leave the rabbit trap down for now, because it just keeps getting them. And I don't need that much right now. We have plenty of food, and... apparently still 4 in there, not breeding. So anyway, I think traps are kind of something that we want to do. Now, what I was realizing, or what I'm hoping, I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed, is that when we sleep tonight, that I will then be able to pick up these logs, that I'll be able to select them and actually move them without actually having to restart the game. So that would be pretty cool. It does look like we have some stuff kind of growing in here. I don't want to hit it or anything. I'm assuming we'd be able to pick it up once it's ready. So anyway, that's... just a quick look at the status of our camp. And let's jump back into our book. We keep getting interrupted with things. So we do have the defensive walls. Like I said, I think that's what we're going to go with. In fact, what I'm probably going to do is break down the walls around here before I go to sleep, just in case sleep does kind of reset them so I can pick them up. I want to be able to do it with all of them. So I'll bust it all down at night, and we'll kind of see how that goes. Let's see. Just kind of going to skim through here again really quick.